You've seen them, right? All over social media, these programs promising a done-for-you digital business, complete with a life-changing income to go with it. Well, today, we're going to pull one of these apart. We're going to unpack the model, the big promises, and maybe most importantly, the fine print, to really understand what's on the table. Let's get right into it. It all kicks off with this one simple question. How would an extra $900 per day change your life? I mean, that's a powerful hook, no doubt about it. It gets you thinking. But is it a realistic promise? That's really the big question we're going to explore here. All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to start with that big $900 promise. Then we'll get into the weeds of how it's all supposed to work with something called master resale rights. After that, we'll take a peek inside the actual program, check out the success stories they share, and then talk about who this is really for. And you'll want to stick around, because we're going to end by looking at the all-important fine print. So first up, who is this promise even for? I mean, a number like $900 a day isn't just pulled out of thin air. It's designed to hit home for a very specific group of people with some very specific problems. And here they are. You can really see who they're talking to. It's for the busy parents who are stretched thin, the burned-out professionals who are just done with the corporate grind. It's for folks in network marketing, people stuck in a 9-to-5 who are looking for something more, and even those of us who are getting a little nervous about retirement. Basically, it's a message for anyone who feels like they're running out of time, money, or both. Okay, so how exactly are you supposed to make this money? Well, the entire business model is built on one core concept, master resale rights, or MRR for short. This is the engine that makes the whole thing go, so let's really break down what that term actually means. So here's the big idea in a nutshell. With master resale rights, you buy a digital product just one time, and that single purchase gives you a license, the right to sell that exact same product to other people. You can sell it over and over again, and the key part is you get to keep 100% of the money from every single sale. You know, to make this whole thing click, they use a really interesting analogy. Think about Verizon selling an iPhone. Apple, of course, invented and made the phone, but Verizon has the rights to sell it, and they make a profit every time they do. The pitch here is that MRR lets you become the Verizon for a digital product. Okay, so this is where they really try to set themselves apart. They put their MRR model right up against other common online businesses, and you can see how they frame it. MRR is positioned as the only option where you get to keep all the profit. Meanwhile, they point out what they called the big downsides of everything else, like tiny commissions in affiliate marketing, the hassles of dropshipping, or the huge risk and cost of starting a business from scratch. All right, we've got the concept down. Master resale rights? Check. But what are you actually buying here? What is the product? Let's take a look inside this Legacy Builders program and see what you actually get for your money. And of course, to back this all up, they lead with some pretty huge numbers. They claim their community has generated over $29 million in just 10 months, that there are over 50,000 members, and get this, that some people can make their entire investment back in just 7 days. These are the big stats they use to show you this thing has scale and it's working. And the way they pitch it, it all boils down to this super simple 3-step system. Step 1, plug in. You get instant access to their whole pre-built automated setup. Step 2, get coaching. This is where you learn the blueprint with live coaching. And finally, step 3, automate and scale, using social media to bring in customers around the clock. It's all presented as a very straightforward process. Okay, so check this out. This chart breaks down the different buy-in levels. It starts at $100 for the Launchpad and goes all the way up to $900 for the Legacy Builder. Now here's the really crucial part. The level you buy in at determines which products you have the rights to resell. So if you buy that top-tier $900 package, you then get the rights to sell all 4 of the programs and earn commissions from any of them. And of course, you can't have a program like this without the success stories, right? The social proof. The source material is just packed with testimonials from members who claim they've had absolutely life-changing results. So let's look at a few of the specific stories they put front and center. And yeah, the stories they share are really powerful. You've got Dale P., who says he made over $100,000 and was finally able to retire. There's Mary R., reaching 6 figures at 60 while traveling in her RV. A stay-at-home mom in South Africa who reportedly made $1 million. And Nicholas F., who says he now has 21 income streams. It's pretty clear these examples are handpicked to show that basically anyone from any background can supposedly make this work. Okay, now we get to a really, really important part of the whole pitch. Defining the ideal customer. The program is super direct about who it's perfect for, and just as importantly, who should probably stay away. So, who's the perfect person for this? Well, according to them, it's someone who feels stuck and just doesn't know where to start. Someone who wants more security than their 9-to-5 offers, or wants to work from anywhere. And if you look closely, this list is almost a perfect mirror of that target audience we saw earlier. It's a classic move. Identify the pain points, then position your program as the exact solution. And then boom, right after telling you who it's for, they flip the script and tell you who it's not for. They're very clear. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not for people who aren't coachable or who aren't willing to actually put in the work and create content. And this is a really key distinction they're making. The system might be done for you, but the work, that's on you. So we've seen the big promise, we've seen the business model, we've seen the testimonials. But now we get to what might just be the most important part of this entire breakdown, the fine print. Let's take a look at the official disclaimers straight from the source material.
This is the first sentence you absolutely have to understand. All those earnings claims, including that big headliner, $900 a day, are officially called aspirational statements. What does that mean? It means they represent what's possible, the potential, not a promise or a guarantee of what you'll actually make.
And here's part 2 of that reality check. The disclaimer flat out says that those success stories we just looked at, Dale P., Mary R., are exceptional, non-typical results. This is them telling you in black and white that the experience of their star students is not what the average person should expect to happen. So, when you put it all together, it boils down to this. The fine print makes it crystal clear that all the responsibility for your success or your failure is on you. Your results, they say, depend entirely on your own effort, your own work ethic, your own decisions. The program gives you the tools, but it legally guarantees you absolutely no specific result. And after laying all of this out, the big promises and the careful disclaimers, the source material gives its final call to action, telling anyone who is still interested to head over to the website instantsidebiz.com. Which really brings us to the final critical question to leave you with. When you consider the whole picture, the powerful promises, those incredible testimonials, and then the legally required fine print, is this a genuine blueprint for financial freedom? Or is the real product being sold here the dream of a business itself? That's really the core question to think about.